Good day, my plant foldies. I am super excited to take you on a nursery tour at Plant Keeper Inc. It is a local Dallas nursery in downtown Dallas. Thank you to everybody who continues to tune into the live premieres. I really appreciate it. My plant foldies, or what I call my viewers, you guys are amazing. If you haven't already, please follow me on Instagram at GrowFolds. You can connect with me that way, and I also post other content as well on my Instagram. But today we are driving down to Plant Keeper Inc. It is a nursery that not a lot of people know about, so I want to make sure that we can see the plants over here. It is an amazing nursery, and it is run by a good friend of mine. His name is Garen. So we're going to see if what restock they have. This one is located in the downtown Dallas area. It used to be known as Supply, but now it is Plant Keeper Inc. And as you can see, you walk in, and this is definitely a beautiful hidden jungle actually in Dallas. Like, not many plant nurseries look like this. As soon as you walk in, all of the plants are displayed as if they were in a jungle, and you are greeted by a nice little water fixture right over here. What I like about it is going here, you can see in the morning all of the beautiful light that hits all of these plants. Mind you, I do not know all of the plant IDs. I will try to put as much of the plant IDs as possible. But as you can see, there are just so many plants that greet you as you walk in. I will walk around this area and just give you guys commentary about the plant nursery and the tour, but I heard that there was a restock, so I definitely had to bring myself down here to show you guys. I happened to talk to Garrett, and he did say that there were a lot of viewers that visited the nursery. So thank you guys for checking out the nursery, the first Plant Keeper video, and actually going here in person. It is open to the public, so it's not necessarily a wholesale nursery. It is open from 9 to 4 Monday through Sunday, so definitely check it out. But you can see right over here there is a tall ficus elastica taniki. We've just got several plants that are super large. I mean, these are massive plants that you will not see at a typical plant nursery store or storefront store in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I would say notable things to look at here would be like Ficus lyrata. They're like 20 feet plus tall. We've got some palms that are also that tall, and just a lot of massive plants. They range, like, look at this right over here. That is a huge Ficus umbellata that is about 20 to 30 feet tall. Absolutely stunning. And so it just gives you an idea of what these plants would look like in the wild. But this is what I came for, and as you can see, we're just about to walk toward it. Do you see that neon burst of color? That is an Epipremnum aureum neon, or a neon pothos. Now, most people will look at neon pothos and be like, oh, I'm going to grow it on a hanging basket. But did you know, like most aroids or epiphytes, if you grow it up a moss pole or a pole, like its natural environment, it will size up and grow large. Like, let's look at this right over here. Like, I can't believe how beautiful this is. That's how large a leaf is. It is huge, and it looks like a Monstera deliciosa leaf. So I'm joking around saying, hey, this is like a Monstera deliciosa aurea full, but it's actually just a neon pothos that has grown up a 6 feet totem pole. So you can see how the leaves start up just as small, but as it crawls up the pole, it starts to size up in leaf shape. So I just wanted to let you know, when I say size up, I mean this. It does size up. Look at that. It's already hit the top of the pole. So if it doesn't have another pole to reach, it's probably going to start like declining in size. But I've never seen such massive neon pothos, at least in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And right over here, we have a Philodendron squamiferum totem. This one is a 3 feet one, and look at how lush and beautiful this is. There's probably several squamiferum in this planter, but I absolutely love it. And you can see how the leaf changes its shape. It becomes more mature looking leaves as it grows up a pole, and I really love that. I just want to keep giving you guys just a couple of details right over here. So with squamiferum philodendron, it's just like any other philodendron, at least this type of philodendron that likes to come up a pole. You definitely need to give it bright and direct light, water when the soil is completely dry, and then water again and give it a complete soak. It is a fairly easy philodendron to grow. I have one growing in my collection. I ended up getting it at Famous in Oregon, a local nursery out in Prosper, Texas. But you can see that Plant Keeper Inc. has outdone itself again by getting some totems, some totems or plants on a totem. Like nobody else in the Dallas market, at least this season, has them in totems. There are some larger nurseries, but you can see that these ones are on a totem or a pole, and that's awesome. And you can see all of the new growth that's coming out of that Philodendron squamiferum, and this is super rare as well. This is a Monstera subpinnata. Monstera subpinnata, at least the mature form or ones on a pole, I have never seen. I rarely even see people growing them up a pole like this. And this one is on a 4 feet pole. And look at how amazing this Monstera subpinnata is. It almost has like palm-like looking leaves, how delicate the leaves look like. But I've never seen such large foliage on a Monstera subpinnata. I did have one a long time ago. I ended up killing it. It just didn't work out for me. But, you know, Monstera subpinnata kind of has the same care tips as a regular Monstera or just any type of Monstera, you know, bright indirect light. They do prefer to grow up a pole. So as you can see, when you grow a plant up a totem pole, a moss pole, a stake, a plank, they have the ability to attach their aerial roots and get even more nutrients from the air and just up the pole. Like you can see that this one is super root bound. It's already had its roots kind of spin around the planter, but nonetheless, it is still a thriving plant, and that is just absolutely stunning. And you can see even that neon pothos right over here. Look at how beautiful it is. You cannot tell me that you would not prefer a neon pothos on a totem. And look at how the aerial roots have literally attached. That's how pothos grow in the wild. So they'll grow up like a you know, coconut tree, jungle trees, whatever trees up a pole, and you can see how they just attach their aerial roots. I just think that's awesome. And then you can also see that this Philodendron squamiferum, look at those petioles over there. That's really awesome. And it's happy and mature just because it does have some blooms. I would cut the blooms though, just because the blooms, as I've said before, kind of take away energy from the plant to grow its foliage. So unless you are hybridizing and wanting to collect seeds on your Aroids or Philodendron, I would definitely just cut the blooms up to give it more energy. And wow. Have you guys ever seen a Philodendron Pink Princess or Philodendron Urbescens Pink Princess on a totem pole? This is my very first time seeing one, and look at how large the leaves are. They're larger than my hand. This is amazing. And I know we've been looking at some big box store Philodendron Pink Princesses, but they are nowhere near the size of this plant. This is massive. I absolutely love it. I think this is probably the Philodendron Pink Princess goals that we all want. We all want to grow a Philodendron Pink Princess up a pole, or at least that's what they really need in order to mature and give you guys the maximum beauty that it's supposed to. This is the full potential of a Philodendron Pink Princess. And what's awesome is the more it grows up a pole and the taller and taller it gets, the larger the leaves size up. You can see there are several Philodendron Pink Princess right over here. They're intertwined. The aerial roots have really attached to the totem. And look at how beautiful this is. It has beautiful, a chocolate-like undertone, and then the pink variegation is nice as well. You can tell that this one has been growing on a pole for quite a bit. So this just doesn't happen overnight, guys. This took some time. It grew in a nursery. And the cool thing about Plant Keeper Inc. is with Garen and the staff, like if you are somebody that is, you know, a novice, they will definitely educate you on the plant care. But I know for a fact that somebody random wouldn't just be able to walk in and buy these totems. They don't necessarily you know, just sell a random plant to somebody. They really do care about the plants and the health and what home they go to, because as you can see, I'm not sure what this plant is, but it's also on the pole. But as you can see, these are healthy, beautiful, mature plants that took a while to grow. And so it's one of those things I really appreciate about Plant Keeper Inc. is they vet out the person that is buying plants. You can't just randomly buy a bunch of plants and then think that you could take it home and kill it. So really like that. It doesn't mean that they won't sell a plant. I just think that they would just really ask a lot of questions and make sure that you are educated with the plant care to ensure that you keep the plants alive or have a very good chance of keeping them alive. But for these totem poles, I don't think just a random person could walk in and get one of these. That's just my opinion. It could be different. I'm not speaking on behalf of like Garen or the staff. I just have gone to this plant nursery for the last 3 or 4 years, and I've just known that they are very just cautious about what plants they sell. Now, and typically this Plant Keeper nursery actually sells more so, or does a lot of business with like corporate offices, businesses. They really service indoor landscaping for some really big houses. They do delivery, so they've got a lot going on. But even for the Plant Keeper in me, they definitely entertain you know, people who just love plants in general. And I wanted to show you how beautiful this Philodendron Pink Princess is. Even the inside and undertone is absolutely stunning. And I just cannot believe how large these leaves are. Like, have you guys ever seen Philodendron Pink Princess this large? I know we've been getting all excited about all of these Philodendron Pink Princesses showing up in big box stores, but I doubt a big box store will ever carry a massive plant like this. Honestly, right now, as of January 2024, I think that Plant Keeper Inc. is the only Dallas nursery that carries massive Aroids and just massive plants like this on totems. There might be 1 or 2, maybe rhubards might carry some totem plants, but not a neon pothos. Definitely the first right now. And look at how it's already started to fenestrate. That is awesome. And is that a Monstera Aurea full, like just full Aurea? Nope, that is just a Philodendron, a pothos neon. And then I just want to spin over here again and just show you a Monstera subpinnata. So for all you Monstera collectors and fans, look at how gorgeous a Monstera subpinnata is. And then you can see right over here, we've got several types of Dracaena, palms, Ficus elastica, Ficus aubrey. And then we also have some Regal shields right over here. Lots of larger form plants, and I love that, just because if you just want a plant and you want like instant gratification, like look at that Ficus lyrata over there, that must be like 20 to 30 feet tall, and look at how large those ones are. Those are even taller. Plant Keeper Inc. is the place to go to, just because they do have massive plants. Look at how beautiful that Dracaena Song of India is. I love that, just because it's rare to find Dracaena Song of India, and when it grows really large, like a full-blown tree, it's absolutely stunning. There is a YouTuber by the name of Benji Plants that has one in his living room and is absolutely stunning. So it just reminds me of that. There are just so many statement pieces plants that you can buy at Plant Keeper Inc., and their prices are very affordable and reasonable. And I love the fact that they do deliver and they do installations. So if you are interested in that, definitely visit the place in person or call to inquire about that for either your businesses or your personal home. But I did want to just come back over here and show you guys more local plant nurseries. I know you plant foldies, love big box stores, but I really hope you guys tune in and watch the whole video and just really look at plants, you know, plants that we see in big box stores, but in their mature full forms. Like, I am gonna walk over here. This is one of my favorite plants. This is a fishtail palm, and the reason why I like this fishtail palm is look at the shape of the leaves. They remind me of like ginkgo biloba tree leaves. They are like ginkgo leaves, and look at how beautiful it is. Just looking underneath the canopy as the light hits it, the morning light. I love visiting Plant Keeper Inc. in the morning just because of the beautiful lighting conditions, and I'm glad that it actually was sunny. It has been very gray and gloomy in North Dallas, and so this was a perfect opportunity for me to film Plant Keeper Inc. They just recently got their restock about 2 days ago, and I was told by Garen that they've already sold 2 of the Philodendron Pink Princess totems. So I think that is one of the last ones there. But they are intending to get a lot more totems. He told me that they were actually going to get some Epiprenum aureum global green pothos on a 6-inch 6-foot pole. So that's going to be very interesting. And you can see Monstera Thai constellation. So we looked at a bunch of juvenile Monstera Thai constellations. My Monstera Thai constellation looks like this in terms of the fenestrations, the leaf size. So Plant Keeper has them. And if you're looking for some really nice Monstera deliciosa, definitely go here as well. But yes, this place has existed for quite a while. I think it's just very uncommon for a lot of people. They don't do a lot of just like massive advertising, which is fine because they definitely get the business. The people that shop here are loyal customers and have been loyal customers for years. But it's interesting that, you know, my YouTube video has attracted quite a bit of people to visit. And I haven't seen a quarter line that was all green or a tea plant. You see that at Home Depot where you have the variegations like the quarter line kiwi or the Hawaiian quarter line. And then for my Hoya lovers, look at this amazing Hoya compacta, just a regular form. And it's already trailing. Absolutely stunning. Now, Garen was saying that he was going to get some Hoya compacta growing up a totem pole as well as other Hoyas. So that's going to be very interesting to see Hoyas grow up a totem pole or a moss pole. And look at that beautiful variegation on that one. I don't know the Hoya species ID, so I'm just going to put Hoya species in the plant ID. And then this is some type of plant that is similar to a poinsettia but not a poinsettia. I don't know the plant ID, so please leave that in the comments or live chats if you know specifically. And then we have some more Philodendron heteroraceum Brazil. Right over here is a gorgeous Philodendron fuzzy petiole. Beautiful leaf texture, and then obviously the petioles are nice. It is growing up a trellis, so that's absolutely stunning. And then we have a bird of paradise right over here and a Philodendron silver sword. Love the Philodendron silver sword, especially when it starts to mature up and grow up a totem or a moss pole. And then we have some more plants here. This one is a Philodendron cilium. So that's beautiful. It's starting to mature. It looks like, you know, the juvenile leaves are a little less fenestrated, but as it grows, it will grow more distinct fenestration. And you can see all of these aerial roots just crawling around the nursery. And you can see that this is another Philodendron hasitatum or a silver sword on a trellis. Look at how stunning the silver leaves are. And I mean, you don't really see those kind of Philodendron silver swords at most plant nursery stores in Dallas or just in online shops online. So definitely look at Plant Keeper Inc. This is a beautiful paradise, one that is a hidden gem, a jungle that you will definitely find. So if you want to see a full-blown jungle, visit this place. All you got to do is, you know, search Plant Keeper Inc. and it'll get you the directions for it. I travel here, you know, maybe once every 2 weeks to just walk around and look at the plants. Like, look at this Rhaphidophora discordia right here. Beautiful Rhaphidophora discordia. It does need a pole to really get the mature leaves. And then this is some type of philodendron. I am not 100% sure, but look at how beautiful that is. I would say it's not a philodendron black cardinal, but it's in that realm. And then we have a Janet Craig compacta right over there. And then we have more plants. We've got some palm trees, another silver sword philodendron right over here. Really gorgeous Philodendron silver sword. And then we just have another foxtail palm over there in that far right corner. And then a beautiful Monstera Thai constellation mixed in with all of these plants like bromeliads. We've got asparagus fern. We got a Philodendron black cardinal. So you know the Philodendron black cardinal we saw at Trader Joe's for $12.99. We'll look at it in its mature form. So plant foldies, what do you guys think about Plant Keeper Inc.? If you're a local Dallas Fort Worth person, would you visit this place? And if you do, please visit it and tell Garen, Richie of Grovefold sent you over here. We really want to support this business because this is an amazing plant nursery for sure. Look at this larger form of a ZZ Raven. That is amazing as well. I know Costa Farms has released a lot of ZZ Ravens. They are slower growing, but if you go to Plant Keeper Inc., you can kind of skip the time to grow it and get instant gratification. I noticed they have some more Dracaena Song of India, and they just have a bunch of random plants mixed in, but it works. it absolutely works. There are just so many beautiful plants, and I'm just walking around just the front part entrance, you know, rambling away on plants, because I cannot believe they have such massive aroids and plants. Like this one right here, Aglonema Bernardine. Nobody has an Aglonema Bernardine except Plant Keeper Inc. And look at this beautiful Philodendron Green Imperial, or Philodendron Imperial Green. We see that at big box stores, but you will definitely not see one that large. And then this is an absolutely stunning Ficus triangularis. It's already about 6 feet tall, and look at how beautiful the variegation and the triangle leaf shape of this Ficus triangularis. I will say Ficus triangularis is a very finicky ficus. Typically when you put it into your space, it will drop its leaves because it needs like a permanent home or permanent space. It does not like to be moved. It's kind of like a Ficus lyrata, but an even bigger diva. So speaking of Ficus lyratas, look at those Ficus lyrata in the corner, and look at this. This is a really cool Tarzan Dracaena. I love the name on it. Dracaena Tarzan. It looks super cool. I originally thought it was like some type of palm, but no, it is a Dracaena. And like I've said before, Dracaenas are so underrated in terms of plants. I think a lot of people interpret, you know, Dracaena as just like corporate office plants. But if you want a large, easy to care for plant that takes up quite a bit of space, if you have the space for it, definitely get a Dracaena. I love Dracaena Hurricane / Tornado, and I know he has a couple of juvenile form ones right over here, but that is really amazing. And you can see over at the top, they have those large planters ready to go. So you can actually, they have like bundle packages where you can select a large plant. They will do the planting, the top dressing, and the delivering, and give you all of the care tips. Here is a Philodendron Xanadu, and these are very lush, full Philodendron Xanadu. These are super beautiful, cute, whatever you want to call it. But Philodendron Xanadu are also easy to care for plants, and this one has a bunch of them in a pot. And yeah, so if you want a bunch of Philodendron Xanadu in a pot, you definitely have to go to Plant Keeper Inc. All of their plants are very healthy. They have very good like pest control routines around it. Today I think is watering day, so I went in at a good time when they're just doing their work. So I'm just very thankful that Garen allowed me to just randomly walk around the nursery and film. I just want to get this nursery out for a lot of people. So if you're visiting Dallas, for instance, check this place out. They are open 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Sunday, so every day. And you will see a jungle like this. And look at this. This is a Philodendron lemon lime totem. So you've got several Philodendron lemon limes growing up a totem. That one is 7 feet tall. And then we have another Philodendron squamiferium. Like, if I had the space or the money, I would say more so the money, I would definitely buy that Philodendron squamiferium. That's absolutely stunning. But this was actually my plant goals, is to get a Philodendron lemon lime. I really love a Philodendron lemon lime, and I've seen it out in big box stores, particularly Lowe's. I think Urban Jungle typically sells it, and maybe Costa Farms. But a Philodendron lemon lime is beautiful just because its natural habitat is to grow up a totem, and you can see how the leaves just size up. Here we have what I call the Philodendron bipennifolium. Absolutely stunning. It's also like the Philodendron violin. Look at how beautiful the leaves are. It sizes up as it grows up a pole. And here is another totem right here. So this is a Philodendron cordatum, and these are the philodendron. Look at how large the leaves are. Look at how full and lush it is. This is how it's supposed to grow up in the native wild. It's just absolutely stunning. And these are, Philodendron cordatums. I know you guys have seen this before, but in a hanging basket, like by Live Trends or Urban Jungle, or maybe even Costa Farms, you can see that this is what it's supposed to look like. And honestly, I prefer plants to grow up a totem. Like, let me know if you guys prefer them in hanging baskets or to see them in their massive glory like this. Again, Plant Keeper Inc. is the only plant nursery in Dallas right now that is carrying such large totems. And the showstopper or highlight, as you can see, is at the very front, and that is the Philodendron BRANDTIANUM. So Philodendron BRANDTIANUM, I've never ever seen in its mature form. It does need to be growing up a moss pole, or regardless, it just doesn't do well when it's just growing down or trailing. It just gets very leggy. But I've never seen one, and I really haven't seen these sizes of leaves even on Instagram for a Philodendron BRANDTIANUM. So there is a YouTuber that runs the Hakuna Matata. I think his name is Kevin, and he has a Philodendron BRANDTIANUM, and I would love for him to see this because this is absolutely stunning. I know that he's growing one up a totem pole or a moss pole, but look at this, guys. Look at how beautiful the leaves are. And I know that Philodendron BRANDTIANUM really does need quite a bit of humidity, but this is looking so awesome. I won't disclose the plant nursery that sources these totems, but I'm so glad that Garen was able to find the plant nursery, because we are able to see more of these totems come into Plant Keeper Inc. I am excited to see the Epipremnum aureum global green. I've never ever seen big global green leaves, but I've also never seen Philodendron BRANDTIANUM have leaves like this. Look at it. They look like metal silver plates on these leaves. Can you believe that? Look at how large these leaves are. They're much bigger than my hands. Guys, what do you guys think about the Philodendron BRANDTIANUM? Don't you think this is a work of art by nature? And I am just so glad to see this available to be seen in person at Plant Keeper Inc. Philodendron bipennifolium, again, I have one growing, but not this large. I do have mine growing up a pole, and it is starting to size up, but I do love how, like, as it grows up the pole, the leaf shape becomes more prominent. And then here is another Philodendron cordatum totem. Look at how large the leaves are. So growing it on a hanging basket, it'll trail down and the leaves will actually size down. But when you grow up a pole vertically, it will grow and size up. So I just find that very interesting. And you can see right over here, we've got a lot of Dracaena. They've just got a lot of plants available. And what I like about it is they've got variety of plants, but their plants are typically larger form size plants. So like for me, they have, I think the massive large sizes are really what they are known for. I mean, I can just ramble on and on about these totems, but look at how awesome this is. Wouldn't that be awesome to have one large totem like this Philodendron lemon lime in a very high ceiling type space in front of a window with a lot of bright indirect light? That would just be stunning. And you can see right here, this is my favorite Dracaena. This is the Dracaena Tornado, or that's what they call it here, or Hurricane. You can see these in a big box store by Urban Jungle typically, but the ones they have here are a little bit taller. If you go to Callaway's, you will find them in the mature form. Callaway's is another local chain of plant nurseries out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but I do want to walk around here again and show you this Philodendron BRANDTIANUM. This is absolutely stunning. I can't get over it. I mean, this is just one of those plants where they just take your breath away. I could stare at it for a while, and you can see that some of the leaves were smaller, but as it attaches up a pole, it grows larger and larger. And the secret is not only grow it up a pole, but you want to really see the aerial roots attached to the wooden plank or attached to it. In general, that's when it starts to size up. If it just grows up a pole, like say you stake it up and then like it's just growing up, but the aerial roots aren't necessarily attaching to it, you won't necessarily see large leaves size up. You definitely need to make sure that they attach. And what I would do is actually have a humidifier next to it to really encourage moisture for the medium to attach to the aerials. But guys, if you love Hoya compacta, look at the Hoya compacta variegata. I know that there are rumors that Costa Farms has a couple of random hanging baskets of Hoya compacta variegata. You know I'm in a search to look for it, but look at how gorgeous this one is. They've had this for quite a while. I know that they're not really going to sell it, but nonetheless, I like just seeing plants grow long term. And look at this one right over here. That's a massive plant that I can't pronounce the plant ID. I will show you the plant ID later, but look at this variegate Hoya Hindu rope or Hoya compacta variegata. Beautiful, beautiful plant. Look at how sun stressed this one is right over here at that section. The only thing about Hoya compacta or variegata, if it ever gets a mealy bug infestations, that isn't going to be the only trouble, because those mealy bugs will hide in the crevices, and you've really got to spray it down, you know, get a Q-tip and get some rubbing alcohol and literally go into all of the crevices. So that's just a care tip and just a precaution about it. And then right over here, we have a Schefflera amato, really nice looking Schefflera. And then we just have some more random plants growing. This is a pretty Philodendron Birkin, high variegation indeed. And what else do we have over here? I'm going to pan over here. These are just plants that Garen grows, kind of like his personal collection. So this is another Philodendron squamiferum growing up a moss pole. And that's really cool. These ones actually have larger leaves than the ones on the totem that we just featured. And then what else do we have here? We've got some kind of calicacia. I would think this is a calicacia, not an alocasia. And then we have another Epipremnum pinnatum Cebu blue growing up another pole. Here is an Epipremnum aureum enjoy, and that is a legitimate enjoy. That is not a pearls and jade. And then we have a marble queen pothos right over here. You know, enjoy is one of my favorite pothos, actually. I think the stark variegation is beautiful. And then we have another Schefflera right over there, variegated Schefflera. And then we're going to look at this. So when we talk about aerial roots attaching to a pole, you see how this Syngonium has literally wrapped its aerial roots around. So this one is one of the Syngoniums I believe I may have given Garen years back, and he has grown it up a pole. And then here is another beautiful Rhaphidophora tetrasperma growing up a pole as well. Absolutely stunning. Love that for the Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. And you can see that the leaves have really sized up. Absolutely stunning for sure. And Rhaphidophora tetrasperma are pretty easy to grow, but you can see that their natural inclination is to grow up a pole. And the same thing with the Monstera adansonii, they want to grow up a pole. So that's the thing, and that's the reason why Plant Foldies, I wanted to show you Plant Keeper, is because we see a bunch of big box stores and they have them in like hanging baskets. But truthfully, like even this like Epipremnum pinnatum Baltic blue, they want to grow up a pole. A lot of these aroids in the jungle want to grow up a pole. And right over here, this one is another like very mature, very old Syngonium Maria. And then we have right over here a Philodendron Moonlight. Absolutely stunning. And if you saw on the left, there was a Philodendron cordatum in just a 6-inch planter. And then this one is a Hoya Quintiana, I believe, or a Wyetii. They look very similar. Super sun stressed. You can see the sun stressing, but it's very beautiful. Then we have another Philodendron Birkin right over here, highly variegated. This one has been growing for a while. And then we'll take a look at this Philodendron Moonlight. Philodendron Moonlight has a lot of names, so you might know it as something else. And then we have some more Dracaena right over here, a Schefflera down there, a Calathea mosaica down there as well. We have a Norfolk pine right over here on the left. There's just so many plants to look at, guys. I don't even know where to begin. And they just got another restock off of a bunch of bromeliads. I swear, bromeliads are just everywhere. You can go to a big box store, grocery store, plant nursery. You know, a nursery like this, they have bromeliads. And I did want to show you my favorite type of plant, Aglonema. This one is an Aglonema sparkling Sarah. Super cute. I definitely want to pick this up today from Garen. I always, like to pick up different types of Aglonema, and I love the sparkling Sarah because of the light pink variegation. That too, but also the light pink stems. I really love Aglonema. Super easy. I feel like they are such underrated plants and people need to buy them. We have a Dracaena tornado right over there, and then we have a Ficus umbellata right over there that I just kind of panned over. We still have some poinsettias, but look at this trailing hanging basket of string of hearts. Super cute. And this one has been growing down a hanging basket for a couple years now. I love it. And what else do we have over here? We have some type of philodendron. Not 100% sure what this philodendron is. It might be a philodendron black cardinal. Let me know in the comments if it is or what philodendron it is. But look at how beautiful the leaves are, and it looks like it just got done blooming. So there's a bloom right over here. So the plant is not only mature but super happy. It's got some really good, a really good environment. And this place is fairly, there's good humidity in this plant nursery. And in terms of pest control, they have natural pests, and they even let geckos and natural predators attack these, pests that you would see in our homes. This one is also a beautiful Philodendron portora. Look at how beautiful the leaves are. So the not a philodendron, this is an Alocasia portora. You can see that it's one of those Alocasia that really size up in leaf size, and then you can see there's another one that is about to grow, but that is absolutely stunning. If you were to grow this outside, and it would just continue to grow back year after year. It'll just like go dormant, and then the next year it'll just grow back, and then it'll grow as large as those leaves. So pretty awesome. And you can see that there's a bunch of like Ficus lyrata all out there. I mean, it looks like we are in a jungle. And then we just have very, very tall plants as well. This one is a Rhapis palm ahead of us, another Monstera Thai constellation, mature form. We have another Aglonema green bowl. But yeah, this Monstera Thai constellation is very stunning indeed. We've been seeing a lot of like juvenile forms show up at like grocery stores, local plant nurseries, but this one, you won't be able to see this at a big box store for quite a while. It does take a while for a Monstera Thai constellation to get this large. And so, for now, if you want to see what the full potential is, definitely go to Plant Keeper Inc. And then we have some Rhapis palm right here. I love Rhapis palm. Alongside foxtail palm, Rhapis palm is another palm I would be into. I talk about like majesty palms being a thing at big box stores, one that you would always see. I just wish we would see larger forms of Rhapis palm or even foxtail palm. I just think that the leaf shape is just a little bit more interesting than a majesty palm. And right over here is an Aglonema cutlass. I've been in the lookout for an Aglonema cutlass. It has very, very thin, narrow leaves, but nonetheless, it's beautiful. If they had a smaller size today of it, I would pick it up. I think that the size for me is a little too large for my space right now. But I mean, I did end up getting an Aglonema green bowl the other day, or the other time I was here, and I really didn't have the space for it. So who knows, I might actually pick up one. And then Dracaena tornado right over here. That's the thing though, I always talk about no plant buys, but when it comes to Plant Keeper Inc., I will never have the intent to not buy a plant. If I see one here, I will definitely get it, just because they have very healthy plants. I never have to worry about pests, and they have large plants. But I wanted to take this Philodendron cordatum here. So typically, guys, this is what we would see at like a Walmart, a Lowe's, a Home Depot, a grocery store. That's the size of it, right? But look at it when it grows up a totem. Completely different, right? The leaves are larger. This just looks a lot happier. And for me, I prefer this look versus the little, potted up cordatum, Philodendron cordatum. This is just amazing. So I just wanted to show you that. I will also show you the Epipremnum aureum neon pothos next to it. But nonetheless, for us, most of us don't have large spaces. So I totally get it that we would probably just grow like a juvenile form of the leaf. But just know that, leaves, especially with aroids, philodendron, they change their leaf shape and sizes as they mature up a pole. Something about it growing up vertically just does something to the plant. When it starts attaching its aerial roots, that's when you really see the full potential of the plant. And right over here, we have some type of Dracaena that I don't know, but it has very silvery foliage. Haven't ever really seen that at a big box store. And then we have a Ming Aurelia over there. We have some Monstera Adansonii right over here, just the juvenile forms. It just starts to fenestrate, not so much fenestration. And we have a bunch of those Philodendron cordatum. We have a Philodendron hederaceum Brazil right over here. Beautiful variegation. But they also have smaller size plants. So like if you want a large plant, you can go here. If you want plants that you would find in sizes at big box stores, you can go here. Here's a Rhaphidophora discordia. Pretty cool looking plant. And then we have some more Philodendron Brazil, beautiful Ficus lyrata over here. Very tall Ficus lyrata, actually. I'm excited to actually see my Ficus lyrata grow into a large form. I ended up getting one at a grocery store called Sprouts for 99 cents. They were liquidating their Ficus lyrata. It was in a 6-inch planter. So I thought that was a really good deal. But you can see we've got Rhapis palms, Ficus lyrata out in the background, and you can see how large they are. They're about 20 to 30 feet tall. And right over here, they just got a restock of Aglaonema, so I'm super excited. But we are gonna walk over here and take a look at this. So this one right here is a Aglaonema Juliet, but they also have an Aglaonema Romeo. So I was thinking about getting both Aglaonema Juliet and Aglaonema Romeo. They're very similar in the way they look. Like if you didn't know, you might think this one right here is an Aglaonema Juliet, but it's actually an Aglaonema Romeo. So I will show you the difference, or the way to be able to tell a Romeo and a Juliet Aglaonema. So this one right here is an Aglaonema Juliet. Okay, that's the first one. And then I'm going to go ahead and take down Romeo. Her Romeo is going to come down here in just a second. I'm going to show you this. What do you see in the difference of the leaf size? So Aglaonema Romeo has still narrow leaves, but they're wider versus Juliet. Hers is just a little bit more narrow. This one is wider, and then this one is narrow. So that's Romeo and Juliet. Pretty cool, huh? So that's the thing about Aglaonema. I wish Aglaonema definitely have like plant IDs. I think when they're sold, they typically are just sold as Aglaonema, just because with Aglaonema, they're very, very similar in leaf shape, size, color, and only the minute details would separate a cultivar of an Aglaonema. These are beautiful as well. And then this one, I still don't know. It's not a silver bay. It is not a golden bay. It is not anything of that nature. I really want to know. That's not a silverado either. If somebody can give me the plant ID of that Aglaonema, for instance, I would appreciate it, because I am planning on getting that Aglaonema at Callaway's. I saw one for a very good price. And then right over here, we have an Aglaonema Lady Madonna. Look at how massive it is. So you know how I feature Aglaonema Lady Madonna at Callaway's Nursery for that $16.99? Well, look at it in its mature form. This one has taken quite a while to grow, obviously. So that's the thing about Plant Keeper. You definitely don't want to, they don't sell plants for people to kill. They sell plants for people to enjoy and make sure that they are placed in a home that will let them thrive. So I just wanted to point that out. And then we have another Aglaonema Sparkling Sarah right over here. Beautiful. I hope that they continue to get some more Aglaonemas, because I will always buy from Plant Keeper and Garen. He's an awesome guy. He is so knowledgeable about plants. So any plants that you ask about, he will know all of the plant IDs, and he will give you all the care tips as well. So that's an added bonus when you go to this nursery. And then right over here is an Aglaonema BJ Friedman. Typically you don't see that Aglaonema, or I haven't seen it in a while. Normally it's like such a common Aglaonema at big box stores, but I haven't really seen that. So it's really awesome to see a massive one. Actually, look at how beautiful the light green mint leaves are. And then we have another Dracaena Lemon Surprise right over here. There's just so much to look at, guys. I don't even know where to begin. Hopefully you guys are feeling like you're walking around with me, and I'm taking you along this plant shopping tour. Although I'm not really necessarily plant shopping, I'm just literally wanting you guys to see big, massive plants in a Dallas nursery. Like there's some more Aglaonema BJ Friedmans, and then we have some more Ficus serrata here. Look at how large this Rhapis palm is. Like that is probably 30 to 40 feet tall, and these plants have been growing here for years. But if you have the space or the business space for it, definitely go to Plant Keeper Inc. They will not only make sure that the plant is delivered to you, they will install the plant, put it in a nice planter, top dress the topsoil, and give you all the plant care tips. But on the right, did you see that Ficus lyrata? That is absolutely stunning. And this is why I just like walking around, because you really do feel like you are in some type of jungle, and you are, in downtown Dallas. Like who would have known that this warehouse looking plant nursery would carry such beautiful plants? But very fortunate to have this for all of our local Dallas Fort Worth people here. So for the plant community in the Dallas market, I would consider us very lucky and fortunate. And I hope that you're able to visit Plant Keeper Inc. if you haven't already. This one right here is an Epipremnum Aureum Lemon Meringue. Beautiful looking Epipremnum meringue. And the thing about the Epipremnum lemon meringue is you do need to give it a lot of bright and direct light for it to get that yellow variegation. That one is a Ming Aurelia. I have a variegated Balfouriana Aurelia, and that's what it would look like, but variegated once it matures. And then we have another lemon meringue Pothos. This one is an NJ Epipremnum enjoy, and you can see when the leaves hit the bottom, it does kind of revert back to green, so you do need to give it a little bit more bright indirect light for it to maintain its variegation. It's the same thing with a lemon meringue pothos. You will get the yellow variegation if you give it a lot of bright indirect light. It's not as stable of a variegation. And then you can see right over here, that's the neon pothos. I'll take it over to the totem pothos in just a bit, but I did want to walk around this corner and show you some more plants. Look at that large ficus lyrata over here. Look how tall that is. That's probably 30 to 40 feet tall. Same thing with this, some type of palm right over here. We've got a Monstera deliciosa right over here, just straight ahead. And then we have another large ficus lyrata. That is huge. It's amazing that these plants are actually this large, and these are how plants would grow in the native wild. So, again, I've repeated myself several times already in the video, but I highly encourage people to visit Plant Keeper Inc. if you haven't already. If you're in town visiting Dallas, definitely visit this place. They are open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily, and they're super accommodating and friendly. Aglonema cutlass right over here. I love that. It's in a large growing medium too. So like I think that if you want a massive aglonema, for instance, and you're an aglonema fan, you've got to go to Plant Keeper Inc. You know, it takes a long time to grow aglonema because they are very slow growing. So I just love the fact that they have plant nursery sources that can give them massive plants like this. Look at this Aglonema Bernardine. Like if I had the space, I would totally get the Aglonema Bernardine, because look at how large the leaves are and the orange splotches of like variegation. It's super cute. It reminds me of just confetti splattered across the leaves. And then we have some more Aglonema Cutlass right over here, Aglonema Golden Bay right over there on the left side, and then another Monstera deliciosa. So they have large Monstera deliciosas at this plant nursery, and I am living for it. I just really like looking around here, and you can see that there are several bromeliads that they have available. These are actually the bromeliads I prefer, just because I love the pink variegation, the striping of the leaves as well. Absolutely stunning bromeliads. And I haven't really added that to my collection, but you can see that bromeliads are one of these plants that you will see at a big box store, grocery store, convenience store, a local nursery store. They're just everywhere. And check this out, guys. This is a hanging basket of variegated prayer plant. Really cute, looking plant right here. I love the variegation of this. And, it's one of those things that are uncommon, and we have just a regular prayer plant right over there. So Plant Keeper has several plants, common plants, uncommon plants, large plants, small plants, plants on totem poles, hanging baskets. There's a plant for everybody, and you can definitely become a plant keeper for sure. And what I like about this nursery is Garen does educate a lot of the people who come shop here. He's had a lot of customers shopping here for several years, and so that's a good thing as well. So you'll learn about the plant care tips. Right over here we have a Dracaena Janet Craig. So you see Dracaena Janet Craigs in big box stores, but look at the large form. It does like cane up and grow up, and it can actually size it fairly well. So I really like that. It looks like it sheds its leaves as it grows taller. So that is a growth pattern of a Janet Craig Dracaena. And then this one is a Ficus lyrata here. Look at how large and tall that one is. I probably said Ficus lyrata several times just because there are so many available, and Plant Keeper has the best Ficus lyrata in all of Dallas Fort Worth for sure. Here we have a Ficus Audrey right here. I love the velvety green leaves of this Ficus Audrey. It's absolutely stunning. And then we have a bunch of other large Ficus lyrata. We'll pan over here and look at that Ficus Audrey again. And then we have a Schefflera amate here. I actually like this Schefflera more so than the other Scheffleras. I would love to find a variegated Schefflera amate. And then right over here we have some type of Dracaena. It might be the Tornado Hurricane, not 100% sure. And then we have a Dracaena Hawaii right over here. And then what else do we have? We just have several plants on this table. We've got ponytail palms, Phalaenopsis orchids. I do like the white Phalaenopsis orchids. It's really elegant looking. And then we have another ponytail palm here. And what else do we've got over here? We've got a Monstera deliciosa. Look at that leaf unfurling, more Ficus lyrata. And then I actually really like the Dracaena marginata. Look at how beautiful the leaves are. Look at how it's very delicate, elegant looking, that pink variegation that's hitting the light. It's just very beautiful indeed. And then what else do we have here? Some more ficus, not ficus, Monstera deliciosa, growing up a trellis. Another large ficus lyrata over here. Look at how large the leaves are. Look at how healthy it is. Look at how tall it is. Look at that. And then right over here, we have a hanging basket of some type of Hoya species. I'm not 100% sure, but this one has been growing in this plant nursery for several years. I've been visiting this place and it stayed in this hanging basket. I think it's super cool. It is sun stressed, so you've got some leaves that are a little bit sun stressed, but nonetheless, it's a healthy looking plant. And then we have some more Dracaena tornado or Dracaena hurricanes right over here. I love the Dracaena tornadoes. I hope that everybody would add that to their collection. It's a very easy to care for plant, can tolerate lower light conditions. It grows very large, and it doesn't require a lot of water as well. So it's a little bit more forgiving. And look at these Dracaena marginata. I absolutely love it. Look at the leaves. These are perfection. So if you go to a big box store, you will find this, but not to the point of perfection like this at Plant Keeper. We have some more bromeliads right over here. I really like these ones. Look at the white variegation and then the pink and red. It looks like somebody just spray painted this or airbrushed these colors. They don't even look real. It just looks like they're just out of this world, and I am all for it. So we're going to go up this ladder in just a second, but let's look at this. So somebody had asked whether Hoya can grow up a pole or a trellis, and take a look at this. This Hoya is actually spun around and is growing up this little hanging basket macrame, and I think it's really cool. Now, whether the Hoya actually size up in leaves, that's another story, but that's really cool. And then we're just going to go up here, and I want to pan over and just show you guys how beautiful and large this nursery is. Look at how massive this is. It's like if you were on a cliffside on a mountain and you were looking at a tropical forest or a jungle. I really, really love this view. The lighting isn't even being captured by the camera. It is a totally different space if you were to actually experience this in person. And I'm so thankful that Garen has allowed me to just literally walk around here and show you guys this. Look at how massive this nursery is. Absolutely stunning. It is an amazing plant nursery, and I highly encourage everybody, if you are in Dallas or even visiting Dallas, to come out here and check out Plant Keeper Inc. Look at that right here. That is a Dion spinolosum. That plant right over there, that massive one right over there. Somebody was saying that it was some palm, but it's not. It's a different type of plant. But yeah, it's just amazing to look down here as if you are on like a mountain or cliffside looking at a tropical jungle. I'm so thankful to be able to share this with you guys. I know Plant Foldies, a lot of you guys have appreciated me taking you along the way with me, just going big box plant shopping, but just even walking around and showing you different plant nurseries. It brings me a lot of joy, and I really just ask that you guys continue to tune in the live premiere chats, chat with me, chat with others, follow me on Instagram at GrowFolds, interact with me and share my videos with other plant friends. It really does help with the engagement and really supports my channel. I really want to grow this channel, and that's why I'm working very, very hard to give you guys daily content. I was trying to do 2 videos a day, but that is a little bit more challenging. But for now, you'll at least get a long video, at least 50+ minutes, maybe an hour in the evenings. I aim for 7, but lately it's been going at 9 just because life has gotten in the way, and as well as work. I do have a life outside of YouTube, but YouTube is bringing me a lot of joy. So don't worry, I'm not burning out. I just want to make sure that we continue to grow our Plant Foldies community. And right over here, we're going to walk over here. So we've got some Monstera adansonii growing up a trellis. Those are super cute. Love those as well. I just like the presentation of it. And then we have some Philodendron white knights right over here. Now, Growers Bench grew a bunch of those, and those are available at big box stores, but we do have some Philodendron white knights over here. You can tell it's a Philodendron white knight not only by the white variegation, but specifically by the petioles and the stems. They have white margins or white borders on them. So I really think that that is a Philodendron urubescens. It's in the urubescens family, so it's like similar to a Philodendron Pink Princess. If you grow these up a pole, I bet you they will get massive as well as those Philodendron Pink Princess. And I did want to show you this beautiful white Philonopsis orchid. Love Philonopsis orchids. I think they're amazing. And then we have some more plants right over here. I love these Philodendron silver swords. I love the very silvery light blue tone to these leaves. I am definitely a fan of silver colored leaves, and then you can see it is growing up a plank and it's starting to size up. Love that for the Philodendron silver sword. And we can see a rapis palm right there. Look at how huge it is, how tall. It's probably 30 to 40 feet tall. And then we have all of those ficus lyrata right over here, some type of palm. Yeah, it's just amazing. I can't tell you how massive these plants are in person. I don't even think the camera can really give you the massiveness of these plants. And I do want to look at this foxtail palm again. This is probably my favorite palm. I wish I could grow it in my space, but one, I don't have high ceilings in my home, and two, I don't have nearly as bright indirect light to give it. Palms really require a lot of light. So I can't really put that in my space. We do have a bunch of assorted Sansevieria right here. That's a really cool large moonshine. I haven't seen any of those large versions at big box stores. I'm not sure about this plant ID right here. If somebody can give me the comment in the comment section or live premiere, let me know, but that's a beautiful plant as well. But I'm just going to pan over here and just show you guys all of the massive plants and all of the different types of plants they offer here. You can really spend days in here, hours here looking at plants, and you will discover something new. I didn't film the back part of the nursery today, but I do plan on visiting again. Garen says that they will be getting another plant restock maybe within a week or two. So I will be here to film that and show you guys what new plants that Plant Keeper has. I love it. There's a bunch of plants to definitely look at, and that just goes to show you that these plants are plants that took a while to grow, that took a lot of care to grow. This is a reputable plant nursery. They source plants from very good plant nurseries, and the care tips you get from Garen and the staff is amazing. I did want to pan out again to just show you these beautiful totems. No other Dallas nursery right now has totems that look like this, and I am just living for it. Look at that pink on that variegation on that Philodendron Pink Princess. It's just stunning, and you can see how much the aerial roots have attached to this Philodendron Pink Princess. It's just absolutely stunning. This is a work of art. This is one that I would hope if somebody were to buy these totems, it would go to a very good home. Definitely a plant keeper, not a novice. Sorry, but I just, wouldn't want to see a plant just die because these plants took a while to grow. I would love to be able to take that neon pothos or even this quamiferum right over here, or all three honestly, and put that in my collection. But I hope you guys are enjoying all of the plants that I've shown you so far. Look at this. Who has seen a Monstera subpinnata like that? A mature version. And then even this Croton mame is amazing. Like, look at that. It's already a mature form. It's got really good variegation. So, don't sleep on the crotons for sure. Can we talk about just how beautiful the plants are again? Like, I am just having a difficult time just slowing down and showing you guys everything. Like right here, this Ficus elastica altissima is gorgeous, but everywhere you turn, there are different leaf shapes, colors, sizes, textures. It is just great. And then we even have some cacti here and some succulents. Look at how beautiful this Ficus elastica taniki is right over here. There is a plan for everybody at Plant Keeper, and just for anybody who wants to walk in and look at plants, this is a place that you would definitely want to visit. Like, this is a really cool looking variegated cacti. Absolutely love that as well. And what I like about it is the loyalty of the customers that shop here. They've got a lot of regulars. I'm one of the regulars. And I just love the staff. Garen is amazing. You can learn a lot from him. I love chatting with him about some plants. And I mean, look at this right over here. This is a really cool hurricane fern. This is really cool. So it kind of reminds me of like the Dracaena tornado or hurricane fern. Look at how it just kind of spins around. That's really cool. And then we have some different types of plants right over here. We have some bromeliads. We've got even a bonsai right over here, some kind of calicacia or alocasia. Just all sorts of plants. And this is in downtown Dallas, like in the DFW area. Who would have thought that we'd have such a cool plant oasis in an urban setting? But yeah, you can definitely check out Plant Keeper. Even me filming this and showing you this doesn't really show you the impact it has when you're actually seeing these plants in person. Plant foldies, my plant community, please let me know in the comments what you think. And if you do visit Plant Keeper, please tell him that Richie at Growfolds sent you there, and to say hi to Garen. He's a really good friend of mine and I really appreciate him. Like, look at this ficus triangularis right over here. It's beautiful. And even this right here next to a white poinsettia, next to a Song of India. I just love the plant styling and settings, and they are going to be getting so many more plants, so many more massive size aroids and just plants in general, and their pricing is very fair. I absolutely love the pricing as well. So definitely check it out. Their plants are always healthy. I've never had any issues with any plants, and things are just great at Plant Keeper. Like, I just keep walking around here trying to show you some more plants in case there's something I miss, but everywhere you turn, there's ferns, there's alocasia, there's dracaena, there's sansevieria, there's just all sorts of plants up for grabs. And like I said, again, all of their plants are very healthy. Like, look at over here. This is one of my favorite sansevierias. This is a sansevieria fernwood, very easy to grow. I think it's one of the easiest sansevieria. And then we have another variegated cacti right over here. A Ming Aurelia, another dracaena tornado, and this one is an Aglaonema Maria. We've got a Philodendron Moonlight over here. I actually need to get this plant. I might do that on the next trip. I did buy a couple of plants from Garen today. I got me a Dracaena Tornado and some Aglaonema, the Aglaonema Sparkling Sarah. So really like that. There's just a lot going on. And I am going to be ending this video fairly soon, but plant foldies, I really hope that you like these types of videos. There's so many beautiful plant nurseries all over in the DFW area, not just, you know, big box stores. So I hope you guys are open to seeing this. Like this right here is a cute UFO plant. I'm looking for a variegated version of it, but even the green version is really cool. And look at this. This is a Hoya Chelsea, and look at how super sun stressed it is. Like, I love how it's yellow, and it doesn't mean that it's like unhealthy. It's just sun stress for Hoyas. It's super healthy and it's trailing. And there's a lot of plants actually at Plant Nursery that have been growing here for years. So it's really a legitimate you know, plant setting, a tropical setting, a jungle setting, however you want to look at it. Like, look at over this Ficus umbellata right over there. I love this string of hearts just trailing down right over here. And just when you look up, look at how tall these plants are. Like, I cannot get over the fact that there is a full-blown mature Monstera Thai constellation, and next to it is a Aglaonema green bowl. I mean, it's just fabulous, and it just brings me a lot of joy. And the fact that now they're carrying Philodendron Pink Princess on a 6 feet totem, that's when you can really see the maturity and the potential of an aroid, especially when it climbs up a pole. And that was just really nice to look at. I'm really excited I had this opportunity to share this with you guys, and I am a huge supporter of Plant Keeper Incorporated. They are really about the plants, but more so about educating plant lovers like myself about plant care and just plants in general. It's really nice to see that people are in the business to do that, and it's not just about making the money, but truly making plants available for different types of levels of like plant skill and care, and just having plants in general. Because at the end of the day, plants should make people happy. And I hope the DFW peeps will come visit this store front or this nursery. Like, look at this. This is one of my favorite plants. This Pelea plant or aluminum plant, just chilling, just hanging in there. And then there's some Monstera, not Monstera, see, I said Monstera, but that's actually Neon Pothos that has matured and just found its way to crawl over there. But I did want to end this video next to all of these plants again. The fact that I was able to see a Monstera subpinnata, a Neon Pothos with such large leaves. Like, I have never seen such bright leaves like this, and it is absolutely stunning. And to see it start to fenestrate is amazing. Like, I can't get over this. You probably won't be able to get over this. If you are a plant foley that lives in the Dallas market, please make a visit to Plant Keeper if you haven't already. Like, look at this huge Ficus benjamina. That just is like a full-blown tree indoors. Just lovely. It's absolutely stunning. It's elegant. It definitely brings the full plant jungle into somebody's space. And look at these, like this Philodendron Pink Princess. Yeah, there's a bunch of them available, but not in big box stores. And you can see that we have some more plants right here. I really hope you guys enjoy Plant Keeper Incorporated. This is Richie at Growfold, and I will definitely see you on the next video. Bye.